Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Now, this is a hand-drawn schematic of what the windings are supposed to be doing. It doesn't necessarily match what's in the part that I'm working on, but then it's a starting point. It's a place where I can make notations and check my thinking and determine if I'm on the right track. So S2 goes to the capacitor from the switch. Okay, so this is S2. And S2 is brown. That wire is brown. The other wire coming from the centrifugal switch goes to goes to line 1, which is the white wire. Now L1, which is black, and this one is black. And the wire from the capacitor to the centrifugal switch is brown, and that's this one. So black goes to the run windings, and from the other side of the switch goes to the line. But in this case, once it goes to the capacitor, this one goes to the centrifugal switch, that's the brown wire. Then it goes through the centrifugal switch and becomes a white wire. And it shows it going down and connecting to R2. Now the one coming off the other side of the capacitor is a red wire. And the two red wires should be S1 and S2. This would be S2, this would be S1. So if I connect these backwards, in other words, if I connect S1 to the capacitor and S2 to the line, this goes to the capacitor, comes out of the capacitor and goes to the starting winding here. Comes from the line and goes to the black wire. But they had it hooked up to the white wire. Who knows why? So do they just have these confused? I mean, it would be a normal thing to hook the black wire to the black, but hooking the red wire to the white is not a normal thing. Switch the capacitor, then from the capacitor to the starting winding. So if I flip these two wires, it should make it run the other direction. Best way to check that is to hook it up. The only way to check it is to put it back together again with some jumper wires. Having to cobble up a jumper wire is a pain in the butt, but we'll manage. Okay, now we're going to slide the armature in there, having spliced on various and sundry wires to get the extensions that I needed to go from where I had to be to where I've got to end up. First I slide this armature into the windings. Now this wave spring goes down inside the bearing housing. Easiest to do that with a pair of needle nose, I imagine. And tucks down in there so that when the bearing goes in there, it sits against it. I put the other end bell on after I clean out this crap. Of course, I'm like totally ruining the paint job on it, but you know, what the heck. Gotta do what you gotta do. A little oil in there, see if I can make things go in a little easier. Remember to take the bolt out. Perhaps slide it in from this side. That'll maintain position for me. Okay. Just tucking the bolts up through the gap in between the jaws so that I can get them up into the motor. Flip you around over here to the other side so you can see. There, all drawn up even.
This 15.5 minutes of video took 3 hours to shoot, so I'm going to stop here. If you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.